Hi everyone, a very good evening to all of you. I hope my audio and video is clear. Just let me know in the comment section whether my audio and video is clear so that we can have the class in a smooth manner. Right, I welcome you all to this free rankers batch wherein we are doing reports related MCQs. Okay, we're going to cover another set of 50 questions related to your reports. Okay? Good evening, Satyarth. Just let me know if my audio and video is clear. Then we will begin with our session. Acha, before I begin, if you want to download this YouTube class PDF, you can do it from the Oliveboard app. Just go to the courses section. There's going to be a separate, folder of YouTube class PDFs. You can download the PDF from here. Okay? Okay, let's move on to the first question. Oh, I have just a second. Give me 1 second. Uh, हाँ, ठीक है. So I have the first question on board for you. Chalo, let's start with this first question. According to the 2025 Hunger Hotspots Outlook, approximately how many people in Sudan are expected to face crisis or worse, IPC phase 3 plus levels of food insecurity in Sudan? 7.7 million, 2.6 million, 24.6 million, 10.5 million, or 15.8 million. What is your answer for this question? For the first question for today? Hanji, what is your answer? According to this hunger hotspots outlook, I want everyone to give me the answer very quickly. Satyarth has given me B as the answer. The correct answer is not B, it is C, 24.6 million. Okay, 24.6 million people in Sudan could face crisis or worse. Okay, with about 637,000 people at risk of catastrophic famine like conditions. Okay, so Ananya has given me B as the answer. Him Shekhar Sharma has given me D as the answer, but your answer is C, 24.6. Okay, 24.6 million. Please remember this. Which of the following statements is not correct as per the Hunger Hotspots Outlook June October 2025? Haiti remains classified as a hotspot of highest concern for the third consecutive edition. Economic fragility and inflation are among the key drivers of food insecurity. Palestine faces severe food shortages affecting its entire population. The report emphasizes conflict as the leading driver of hunger in most hotspots. The report includes Ethiopia and Kenya among the highest concerned countries. What is the answer for the second question? Acha, if there is anyone new over here and you want to connect with me beyond these sessions, then you can connect with me on Telegram. Mannat Educator is my Telegram handle. Okay? Mannat Educator. Just type Mannat Educator and you will have access to my Telegram group. Hanji, so Satyarth and Ananya have given me the answer as okay. So Ananya says A, Satyarth is saying E, Vedant is saying E. So I've got three answers over here. Anybody else would like to give me the answer for this question? The answer is C, not A, not E. The report includes Ethiopia and Kenya among the highest concern countries. ठीक है? Ethiopia and Kenya were removed from the hunger hotspots list due to improvements in food security. Here they were you were supposed to answer the incorrect part. ठीक है? Good evening, Anurag. ठीक है, you had to answer the incorrect statement. Countries of highest concern are Sudan, South Sudan, Mali, Palestine, Haiti, not Ethiopia or Kenya, and report underlines armed conflict, economic shocks, and climate related events. ठीक है? चलिए. Satyarth, the answer is incorrect statement. ठीक है? So incorrect statement में they've written report includes Ethiopia and Kenya among the highest concerned countries ना. Satyarth, read this question very carefully. Report includes Ethiopia and Kenya among the highest. Answer should be E. Exactly, you're right. You're right. Not C. Okay. Yes, Satyarth, you're absolutely right. E should be the answer, and Vedant and Satyarth have given me the correct answer. हाँ, ठीक है. E is the correct answer. यहाँ पे answer is only marked wrong, है ना? ठीक है. It should be E. Okay. I was just reading the statement. I forgot to see the numbering, है ना? ठीक है, चलो next. Which countries were removed from the hunger hotspots list due to improvement in food security conditions according to the June October 2025 report? A. Ethiopia, Kenya, Lebanon, Lesotho, and Malawi. Yemen, Myanmar and Nigeria, Sudan, Sudan and Palestine, Chad, Somalia and Syria, Mali, Haiti and Burkina Faso. What is the answer? 103rd question. Which countries were removed from hunger hotspots list due to improvement in food security conditions? Satyarth, Ramya, Ananya, Anurag have given me A as the answer, which is absolutely correct. Ethiopia, Kenya, Lebanon, Lesotho, and Malawi. ठीक है, very good. Chalo, next question. Who released the World Investment Report 2025 titled International Investment in the Digital Economy? UNCTAD, UNDP, World Economic Forum, IMF, or World Bank? World Investment Report released by whom? 104. Anurag has given me A as the answer. Anybody else? Satyarth also says A. Ananya, Ramya, what's your answer? Ramya is saying C. Ananya says A. The correct answer is UNCTAD. ठीक है? Exactly. A is the correct answer. ठीक है? What was India's FDI inflow in 2024 and how did its global ranking change? FDI inflow in 2024. 28.1 billion US dollar ranked 16th. 27.6 billion US dollar ranked 15th. 25.9 billion US dollar ranked 18th. 30 billion US dollar ranked 14th and 27 billion US dollar ranked 17th. What is the answer? 105th question. I've got A, B as the answer. Satyarth is also saying B. The correct answer is B. ठीक है? 27.6 billion US dollars ranked 15th. ठीक है? Which country was the largest recipient of FDI inflows in 2024? China, Luxembourg, Singapore, USA, or Hong Kong? Largest recipient of FDI inflows. 106. What is the answer? 106. C, C, D, C. I've got different answers. C or D में से I've got an answer. So the correct answer is D. It is USA. ठीक है? USA was the largest recipient of FDI inflows in 2024. ठीक है? With 279 billion US dollars. Other top host economies included Singapore, Hong Kong, China and Luxembourg. ठीक है? तो सबसे पहले आंसर है D, USA. Anurag has given me the correct answer. चलो. Which sector witnessed a significant rise in greenfield investment globally between 2020 and 2024? Energy and gas supply, automotive industry, digital economy, agriculture and food processing, or industrial manufacturing. There are two types of investments. One is your greenfield investments and the other is your brownfield investment, right? When I talk about brownfield investment, we are basically talking about कि हम existing चीजों में invest कर रहे हैं, right? We are already investing in an existing venture, right? Greenfield is from scratch when you invest. ठीक है? हाँ, so what is the answer for 107th question? Anurag and Satyarth have given me E as the answer. Anybody else? Whenever you write an answer, Ananya, please mention the number of your question so that I do not get confused as to which answer you are talking about. So the answer is digital economy. ठीक है? Greenfield investment in the digital economy grew substantially. So your answer is C, not E. Okay? Which of the following statements about India's digital economy push is correct? India aims for a $500 billion contribution to GDP by 25-26. Key drivers include Digital India Mission, UPI, Jam Trinity, 5G, data centers, and AI adoption. UPI payments are not considered part of the digital economy. India has no specific goal for digital economy contribution to GDP. Online education is excluded from the digital economy. 108B, Ramya says B, Satyarth also B, which is absolutely correct. Key drivers are Digital India Mission, UPI, Jam Trinity, Jandan Aadhaar Mobile Trinity, 5G data centers and AI adoption. ठीक है? India aims for a $1 trillion contribution from digital economy to GDP by the year 25-26. ठीक है? So not 500 billion but $1 trillion. ठीक है? What was the global FDI trend in 2024 if unstable flows were excluded? Increased by 4%, declined by 11%, making the second consecutive annual drop, increased by 10%, remained stable at 1.5 trillion US dollars, or declined by 5%. 109th question, what is your answer? Anurag and Satyarth have given me A as the answer. The correct answer is B, not A. It declined by 11%, marking a second consecutive annual drop. ठीक है? चलो. Who publishes the annual state and trends of carbon pricing report? IMF, World Bank, UNEP, World Economic Forum या फिर OECD? Annual state and trends of carbon pricing report. हाँ जी, IMF, वर्ल्ड बैंक, यूनाइटेड नेशंस एनवायरनमेंट प्रोग्राम, वर्ल्ड इकोनॉमिक फोरम या फिर OECD, ऑर्गेनाइजेशन फॉर इकोनॉमिक कोऑपरेशन एंड डेवलपमेंट. 110th question. Ramya says C, Anurag C, Satyarth B. The correct answer is World Bank. So only Satyarth has given me the correct answer, World Bank. Okay? World Bank has published the state and trends of carbon pricing report annually since 2003. Okay? And the 2025th edition, released from Washington DC, provides a comprehensive overview of existing and emerging carbon pricing mechanisms worldwide and helps policymakers, businesses, and civil society track global trends. ठीक है. चलो, next question. Okay, I will check it out, Satyarth. So excluding, okay, see what has been written over here, Satyarth. While global FDI flows nominally increased by 4% to 1.5 trillion US dollars, much of this growth was due to volatile flows. ठीक है, तो ये 4% growth को अगर हम exclude कर दे, then it has declined by 11%. So the explanation is absolutely fine, Satyarth. ठीक है. Fine, it declined by 11%, marking the second consecutive annual drop. And यहाँ पे question भी they are asking that if unstable flows were excluded. तो unstable flows को exclude करके it has declined. Okay, Satyarth? Fine. चलो, 111th question. The answer is C. All of you have given me. Anurag has given me B. Satyarth says D. The answer is C. It is 80. ठीक है? How many carbon pricing instruments were operational globally in 2025? 80 carbon pricing instruments. ठीक है? Including 43 carbon taxes and 37 emission trading systems. Okay? 112th question. Which sector has the highest coverage under global carbon pricing mechanisms? Agriculture, waste management, power sector, aviation, or land transport? Highest coverage under global carbon pricing mechanisms. 112. Anurag C, Satyarth D. The answer is C. Power sector is the correct answer. Okay, power sector has the highest carbon pricing coverage with over 50% of emissions priced. Okay, what was the global revenue generated from carbon pricing in 2024? 50 billion US dollars, 75 billion, 100 billion, 125 billion, or 150 billion US dollars? 113th question. Global revenue generated from carbon pricing in 2024. Anurag and Satyarth have given me C as the answer, which is absolutely correct. 100 billion US dollars. Okay, globally carbon pricing raised over 100 billion US dollars in 2024. What is the main purpose of carbon pricing as an economic policy tool? To subsidize fossil fuel consumption, to assign a cost to greenhouse gas emissions and internalize climate related externalities, to eliminate all industrial emissions immediately, to restrict international trade in carbon intensive products, to generate profit for private companies only. Main purpose of carbon pricing. 114B. The correct answer is B. To assign a cost to greenhouse gas emissions and internalize climate related externalities. ठीक है? Chalo. Consider the following correct statements with respect to the International Energy Agency. The IEA is an intergovernmental organization based in Paris. It was created by OECD countries in 1974 in response to the 1973 oil crisis. The IEA currently has 32 member countries and 13 association countries, including India. Membership requires a country to be a member of OECD. All are correct. E, C, the correct answer is E. All are correct. Okay? So all these statements are correct. So let's read this paragraph and based on this we have a few questions. Okay? Published annually since 2006, it is the longest standing global index for assessing gender equality, measuring countries' progress in closing gender gaps across four key dimensions. What are the four key dimensions? Economic participation and opportunity, educational attainment, health and survival, political empowerment. Each dimension is scored on a scale of 0 to 1, where 1 represents full gender parity and 0 denotes complete inequality. The index aims to act as a strategic benchmarking tool, enabling countries to assess and compare gender disparities. The report this year covers 148 economies. Based on this, let's solve a few questions. Which organization releases this global gender gap report annually? So we are talking about the global gender gap report. UNDP, the World Economic Forum, ILO, World Bank, or OECD? What is the answer? Which organization releases global gender gap report annually? Satyarth says B, Ananya says B, Anurag B. The correct answer is B, World Economic Forum. ठीक है? What was India's overall global ranking and gender parity score in 25? 128th, 0.652, or 131st, 0.644, 135th, 0.630, 140th, 0.610, 125th, 0.670. B, which is absolutely correct. 131st rank and 0.644 is the overall score. ठीक है? Which country retained the top position in closing gender gaps in 2025? Finland, Norway, Iceland, New Zealand, United Kingdom. C, the correct answer is Iceland. C, ठीक है? So Satyarth has given me the correct answer. Iceland remained the world leader in closing gender gaps for the 16th consecutive year with a score of 0.926. ठीक है? In which dimension does India perform the weakest according to 2025 report? Educational attainment, economic participation and opportunity, health and survival, political empowerment, or social inclusion? Weakest dimension. B, D, anybody else? Ananya also B. The correct answer is B. Economic participation and opportunity. Okay, India scored 40.7% in economic participation and opportunity, ranking 144th globally, reflecting deep-rooted gender disparities in the workforce. So the answer is economic participation and opportunity. Okay, what is India's performance in the educational attainment dimension? Rank 144 score 0.407. Rank 110 score 0.971. Rank 143 score 0.954. Rank 69 score 0.245. Rank 131 score 0.644. Anurag says B. Satyarth has given me D as the answer. Anybody else? The answer is B. Rank is 110 and score is 0.971. Okay, this is the score of India in case of educational attainment. Which region leads in overall gender gap closure according to 2025 report? South Asia, Europe, North America, Latin America and Caribbean, or Sub-Saharan Africa? Which leads in overall gender gap closure according to this report? D. The correct answer is North America. Okay, C is the correct answer. North America leads with 75.8% of its gender gap closed, followed by Europe and Latin America uh, and Caribbean. South Asia, where India is located, ranks 7th out of the 8 regions. Okay? What trend does 2025 report highlight for achieving global gender parity? Global gender gaps are fully closed globally. Gender gap has widened in most countries. At current pace, it would take 123 years to reach full gender equality. Only developed countries are showing improvement. Political empowerment has surpassed economic participation globally. For achieving global gender parity, B or C? Ananya says C. Himshaker says C. The correct answer is C. At current pace, it would take 123 years to reach full gender equality. Okay? This is absolutely correct. Chalo. Which international organization released the updated database highlighting India's progress in social security coverage in June 2025? World Bank, ILO, OECD, UNDP, or IMF? World Bank, International Labour Organization, Organization of Economic Cooperation and Development, United Nations Development Programme, या फिर International Monetary Fund. Which organization released updated database highlighting India's progress in social security coverage? 123 B D. The correct answer is ILO, International Labour Organization. ठीक है? Headquartered in Geneva, Switzerland, released the updated ILO stat database in June 2025. As per 2025 ILO stat database, what percentage of India's population is now covered under at least one social security scheme? 51.6%, 56.4%, 60.1%, 64.3%, or 69.8%? What is the answer for 124th question? 124 B, B, A. The correct answer is not B, not A, but the answer is D, 64.3%. Okay? In terms of absolute number of beneficiaries covered by social protection, what is India's global rank in 2025? First, second, third, fourth, or fifth? 125th. 125th. First, second, third, fourth, or fifth? India's global rank. D, C, C. The correct answer is not D, not C, not C. The answer is B, which is second. Okay, India ranks second globally in the absolute number of people covered by at least one social security benefit. Over 94 crore Indians are beneficiaries. Okay, what major digital governance milestone did India achieve in 2025 in relation to ILO's data reporting? First country to publish ILO compliant labor code. First country to submit paperless labor inspection reports. First country to directly update its social protection coverage figures into ILO stat. First country to digitize wage payment data for workers. First country to launch AI driven employment records. ठीक है? हाँ जी, what is the answer for 126th question? The answer is C, first country to directly update its social protection coverage figures into ILO stat. ठीक है? India became the first country globally to update its 2025 social protection coverage figures directly into ILO stat database. ठीक है? Fine, I hope this is clear. Anurag is asking, first is China. First is China. ठीक है Anurag? First is China. Second is India. Third I will have to check. ठीक है? Third I will have to check. ठीक है Anurag? Chalo. What future projection has been made regarding India's total social security coverage under upcoming phases? It will remain constant at around 95 crore beneficiaries. It will decrease due to phase wise rationalization. It could surpass 100 crore beneficiaries. It will cover only government employees. It will include only pension related schemes. ठीक है? What is the answer for this question? So 127th question, C. The correct answer is C. It could surpass 100 crore beneficiaries. Right? Chalo, which institution released the study titled Gig Workforce in India to Grow to 62 million by 2047 in June 2025? Labour Bureau Shimla, VV Giri National Labour Institute, NITI Aayog, ILO, or National Skill Development Corporation? 128th, Satyarth says B, Ananya E. The correct answer is B, VV Giri National Labour Institute. ठीक है, B is the correct answer. According to VVGNLI 2025 report, India's gig and platform workforce is projected to reach approximately how many workers by 2047? 32 million, 45 million, 54 million, 62 million, 90 million. India's gig and platform workforce is projected to reach approximately how many workers by 2047? 129th question, Ananya says D, Satyarth also D. Anybody else? The correct answer is D, 62 million, right? The VVGNLI projections are based on which earlier reports estimates? Economic Survey 23-24, NITI Aayog's 2022 report on gig and platform economy, Labour Bureau's Employment Survey 2021, World Bank's Labour Outlook 2022, ILO Stat Global Employment Database 2024. Satyarth and Nanya have given me B as the answer, which is absolutely correct. NITI Aayog's 2022 report on gig and platform economy. Who currently heads the Ministry of Labour and Employment under which the VVGNLI operates? Hardeep Singh Puri, Piyush Goyal, Dr. Mansukh Mandaviya, Ashwini Vaishnav, or Shobha Karandlaje? हाँ जी. C, which is absolutely correct. Dr. Mansukh Mandaviya. ठीक है? Fine. So he represents Porbandar, Gujarat. Right? Shobha Karandlaje is member of parliament from Bangalore. ठीक है? North Karnataka, serves as Minister of State. According to this new study of VV Giri National Labour Institute, the gig and platform workforce in India is projected to reach 62 million by which year? This would account for nearly a dash of India's total non-agricultural workforce, indicating a major shift in employment patterns. 2047, 15%, 2040, 20%, 2035, 15%, 2032, 20%, 2030, 10%. Ananya and Satyarth have given me A as the answer, which is absolutely correct. Okay, 2047, 15%. Very easy question. Abhi, a question we had already done like this. है ना? As per Brand Finance India 100 ranking 2025, which of the following statements is correct regarding India's top brands and their performance? Tata Group retained the first position, becoming the first Indian brand to cross 30 billion US dollar mark in brand value. HDFC Group ranked second, while Infosys ranked third among India's top 100 brands in 2025. Taj Hotels was declared the strongest Indian brand for the fourth consecutive year with a brand strength index score of 92.2. Adani Group emerged as the fastest growing major brand with an 82% increase in brand value. 1, 2, 3 only, 1, 3, 4 only, 2 and 4 only, 1 and 4 only, or all are correct? 133 question. Satyarth A, Ananya says D. The correct answer is not A, not D, but the answer is 1, 3, and 4 only. Okay, so Tata Group retained its first rank, became the first Indian brand to cross 30 billion US dollars. Okay, showing a 10% year on year growth. Infosys ranked second, HDFC Group ranked third. Okay, so statement 2 में उल्टा लिखा है. Okay, HDFC third, Infosys second. So second statement is wrong. ठीक है, बाकी all are correct. Taj Hotel was declared strongest Indian brand for the fourth consecutive year. Adani Group emerged as the fastest growing major brand. According to SIPRI Yearbook 2025, which of the following statements incorrectly describes the global and regional nuclear developments? India's nuclear warhead stockpile increased to 180 by January 2025, surpassing Pakistan's 172 warheads. China expanded its nuclear arsenal from 500 to 600 warheads between 24-25, marking the fastest pace of increase among nuclear armed nations. The total number of global nuclear warheads stood at 12,241 as of January 2025, with over 9,600 warheads in military stockpiles. US and Russia together control approximately 75% of world's nuclear weapons. 1 and 2 only, 1, 2 and 3 only, 2 and 4 only, 4 only, or all are correct? Satyarth says E. Anybody else who would like to answer? So the correct answer is Achahim Shekhar is saying C, Ananya E. The correct answer is D, 4 only. Okay, only this one is incorrect. Baki all are correct. US, Russia together control approximately 75% of world's nuclear weapons is absolutely wrong. Okay, they control around 90% of the world's nuclear weapons, not 75%. Okay, so they have a dominance over this. Okay, your answer is D, 4 only is incorrect. Baki sab correct. The Dash publishes its State of World Population report every year, analyzing trends in global population dynamics, fertility patterns, reproductive health, and rights. The 2025 report, titled The Real Fertility Crisis: The Pursuit of Reproductive Agency in a Changing World, shifts the focus from panic over declining fertility rates to addressing the real challenge of unmet reproductive goals. The findings draw from a EU government survey conducted in Dash countries, covering a mix of low, middle, and high income contexts, including India, Brazil, South Africa, Indonesia, Mexico, Nigeria, USA, Germany, Republic of Korea, Sweden, Italy, Morocco, Hungary, and Thailand. So, who publishes the report? UNFPA, UNDP, UNEP, or World Economic Forum. And this survey was conducted in how many countries? 14, 10, 48, or 14, 10, or 48? What is the answer? A, B, C, D, or E? So that says C. Anybody else? The correct answer is A, UNFPA 14. Okay. Okay, UNFPA 14. Right? Okay, so it was conducted in 14 countries. India, Brazil, South Africa, Indonesia, Mexico, Nigeria, USA, Germany, Republic of Korea, Sweden, Italy, Morocco, Hungary, and Thailand. यहाँ पे लिखा था, you could have counted from here only. है ना? चलिए. Now let's read this paragraph. Based on this, we have a few questions. It's a biannual report, namely Global Economic Prospects, released in June 25, outlining global and country specific growth trends. The report underscores rising global economic risks stemming from escalating trade tensions, policy uncertainty, and geopolitical conflicts. The global growth forecast has been revised downward due to these challenges, signaling that the recovery momentum is weakening. It has retained India's GDP growth at 6.3% for financial year 26, unchanged from its April 2025 South Asia update, but lower by 40 basis points compared to its January 25 global economic prospects. So this report is released by World Bank, World Economic Forum, IMF, UNDP, or ILO. Global Economic Prospects. It is released by World Bank, World Economic Forum, UNDP, या फिर ILO. 136th question, A, C, A. The correct answer is World Bank, not IMF, World Bank. Okay? According to World Bank's Global Economic Prospects, what is India's GDP growth forecast for financial year 26? 6.7, 6.3, 6.5, 6.1 or 6.9 as per June 2025? 137B, Satyarth says B, Ananya is saying A. The correct answer is B, 6.3%. Okay? What is World Bank's revised global GDP growth forecast for 25 as per June 2025 global economic prospects? Global we're talking about. 2.1, 2.7, 2.3, 2.5 or 2.9? 138th question. Global GDP growth forecast. The earth has given me C as the answer, which is absolutely correct, 2.3%. ठीक है? Which of the following factors have been identified as the major causes of global slowdown in June 25 GEP report? Rising oil prices, falling exports, and global recession, trade tensions, protectionism, and geopolitical conflicts, decline in population growth and fiscal surplus, rising remittances and stable inflation, technological automation, and demographic changes. B, B, B. The correct answer is B. Trade tensions, protectionism, and geopolitical conflicts. ठीक है? Correct. As per World Bank's Global Economic Prospects, which of the following statements are correct regarding China's growth projections? China's GDP growth is expected to moderate to 4.5% in 25. It is projected to decline to 4% in 2026 and 3.9% in 2027. China's slowdown reflects the fading post-pandemic recovery and maturing economy. One only, one and two only, two and three only, one and three only, or all of the above. Anurag says C. Anybody else? Satyarth C. Ananya says B. The correct answer is E. All of the above. ठीक है? So all are correct. The World Bank projects global inflation to average 2.9% in 25 and 26, easing slightly to 2.5% by which year? 27, 28, 29, 30 or 35? Global inflation. Ananya has given me B as the answer, 2028. Anybody else? Satyarth is saying A, Anurag is saying D. So correct answer is A, 2027. ठीक है? Satyarth has given me the correct answer. Answer is 2027. Okay. According to the Skills for the Future report, what percentage of India's workforce remains in low competency occupations as per PLFS 2023-24 data? 65%, 72%, 80%, 88% or 90%? Satyarth says 88%. Ananya is saying 72%. The correct answer is 88%. ठीक है? D is the correct answer. Who unveiled the report titled Skills for the Future Transforming India's Workforce Landscape in June 25? Dharmendra Pradhan, Rajiv Chandrasekhar, Jayant Chaudhary, Ashwini Vaishnav or Hardeep Singh Puri? Siddharth has given me C as the answer. Jayant Chaudhary. Anybody else who would like to answer? The correct answer is C. Absolutely correct. Union Minister of State of Independent Charge for Skill Development and Entrepreneurship, Jayant Chaudhary unveiled this report. ठीक है? As per the Skills for the Future report, which of the following sectors collectively account for 66% of vocational training in India? IT and ITES, IT and IT enabled services, textile and apparel, electronics, healthcare and life sciences, beauty and wellness, या फिर B option automobile, construction, retail, education, banking, You have agriculture, mining, manufacturing, tourism, logistics. You have renewable energy, shipping, aviation, defense, and education. Or telecom, FMCG, pharma, transport, media. I've got B, I've got A as the answer. Anybody else? The answer is A, IT and IT enabled services. ठीक है, textile and apparel, electronics, healthcare and life sciences, beauty and wellness. ठीक है, so A is the correct answer, not B, Satyarth. ठीक है, Ananya and Himshekar have given me A as the answer, which is absolutely correct. Which organization developed the report titled Skills for the Future Transforming India's Workforce Landscape, unveiled by Jayant Chaudhary? NITI Aayog, Institute for Competitiveness, National Skill Development Corporation, Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship, or Confederation of Indian Industry? 145 D. Ananya says D. Satyarth is saying A. The correct answer is not D, not A, but B. Institute for Competitiveness. ठीक है? Headquartered in Gurugram, Haryana. It was launched by Jayant Chaudhary, and the report provides an in-depth study of India's evolving skills ecosystem covering educational attainment, occupational distribution, TVET, technical and vocational education and training. 146th question. On June 27, 2025, RBI released its India's BOP for quarter 4 financial year 25 data. India recorded a current account surplus of 13.5 billion US dollars, which is dash percentage of GDP for quarter 4 financial year 25. 1.3%, 1.2%, 2.1%, 3.1%, or 2.3%. 146th question. CCA, the correct answer is A, 1.3% of GDP. Only Anurag gave me the correct answer, है ना? So answer is 1.3%. Current account surplus of 13.5 billion US dollars, which is 1.3% of GDP. What was the merchandise trade deficit recorded by India during quarter 4 financial year 25 according to the RBI report? 79.3 billion US dollars, 52 billion US dollars, 59.5 billion US dollars, 42.7 billion, or 33.9 billion US dollars. Hanji, what is the answer? 147th question. C, D, D. The correct answer is C, 59.5 billion. ठीक है? So who gave me C as the answer? Him Shekhar gave me C as the answer, है ना? तो C correct है. 59.5 billion US dollars. Which of the following correctly represents the trend in India's FDI inflows during quarter 4 financial year 25? FDI inflows rose to 5.9 billion US dollars. FDI inflows increased to 7.4 billion US dollars. FDI inflows fell sharply to 0.4 billion US dollars. Remained stable at 2.3 billion US dollars, या फिर turned negative due to net outflows. हाँ जी. Which question? 147th question, Anurag? Maybe I might have brought this question. I don't remember. 148 D, C. The correct answer is C. ठीक है? Not D, not E. The correct answer is C. Anurag has given me C as the correct answer. FDI inflows fell sharply to 0.4 billion US dollars. ठीक है? What was India's current account deficit for the full financial year 25 as per RBI data? 26 billion US dollars, 23.3 billion US dollars, 33.9, 13.5, or 5 billion US dollars. Current account deficit. 149. Ananya has given me B as the answer. Satyarth also says B, which is absolutely correct. 23.3 billion US dollars, which is 0.6% of GDP. Which of the following statements about India's forex reserves in financial year 25 is correct? They decreased by 8.8 billion US dollars during financial year 25. Forex reserves remained unchanged throughout financial year 25. Forex reserves increased by 44.1 billion US dollars in financial year 25. They fell by 10.2 billion US dollars in quarter 4 financial year 25. Forex reserves declined by 5 billion US dollars during financial year 25 but rose by 8.8 billion US dollar in quarter 4 financial year 25. Hanji, I had last question for the day. What is the answer? Satyarth and Anurag have given me A as the answer. Anybody else? The right answer is E, not A. Forex reserves declined by 5 billion US dollars during financial year 25 but rose by 8.8 billion US dollars in quarter 4 financial year 25. ठीक है? Okay? So that is all from my side, everyone. If you want to connect with me beyond these sessions, then you can connect with me on Telegram. Mannat Educator is my Telegram handle. Connect with me over here. ठीक है? Just type Mannat Educator, you will have access to my Telegram group. Apart from that, if you guys are preparing for the examinations and you want an all-in one regulatory subscription, flat 60% off is available. Festive season sale. You have to use the code FEST and you can avail this. And this is going to end on 14th October, so you can avail it. Fine. Chalo, that is all from my side. Thank you so much, everyone. If there's any doubt, you can ask me in the comment section. Otherwise, we're going to end the session over here. I will see you all in my next one. You're welcome, Satyarth. Just let me know in the comment section if everything's clear. Any doubt, ask me. Otherwise, let's end the session over here. Okay? All right. Thank you, Anurag. Same to you, Ananya. You're welcome. And I will see you all in my next one. Bye bye till then, everyone.